College is not worth it anymore, at least not the way most people still think about it. For decades, the promise was simple. Go to college, get a degree, land a good job, build a stable life. Your parents believed it. Your teachers repeated it. Society sold it like a guaranteed investment. But here's the uncomfortable truth no one wants to say out loud in 2026. College stopped being a guarantee a long time ago. Today, it's a gamble. And like every gamble, most people lose not because they're stupid, but because they're playing the wrong game. The problem isn't college itself. The problem is picking degrees that the real world quietly stopped paying for. Tuition keeps rising. Student debt keeps piling up. Meanwhile, salaries for many respectable majors are flat, outsourced, or slowly eaten by automation. AI didn't break the system, it just exposed it. You can now graduate with a diploma, debt, and zero leverage. That's the nightmare scenario nobody prepares you for. And here's where people get emotional. They hear college isn't worth it and think it's an attack. It's not, it's a warning. College still works, but only if you pick something the economy still values. Most students don't choose majors based on demand. They choose them based on comfort, interest, or vague promises like, you can do anything with this degree. That line has probably ruined more lives than bad grades ever did. Interest doesn't pay student loans. Passion doesn't beat market reality. The market doesn't care what you enjoyed studying. It cares what problems you can solve and how hard you are to replace. That's the filter almost nobody applies at 18. The degrees that still make sense today share a few uncomfortable traits. They are harder. They demand technical skill, long learning curves, or responsibility that most people avoid. They don't sound glamorous at dinner parties. They're not cool, but they survive layoffs. They survive recessions. They survive AI hype cycles. And most importantly, they compound. Fields tied directly to systems that keep society running still matter. Infrastructure, healthcare, engineering, data, security, energy, logistics, anything where failure costs real money or real lives. These are the degrees that don't disappear when trends shift. Compare that to degrees built on vague outcomes. Programs that promise critical thinking, communication, or broad opportunities without tying them to a specific in-demand skill. Those degrees used to work when the economy was smaller and competition was lower. They don't scale in a global, automated world. Today, you're not just competing with your classmates. You're competing with graduates worldwide, freelancers, software, and AI tools that never sleep. That changes everything. College only works now if it gives you leverage, a skill set that is rare, measurable, and painful to replace. If your degree doesn't clearly answer the question, what problem do you solve? It's a liability, not an asset. And here's the part nobody tells students early enough. The real cost of college isn't tuition, it's opportunity cost. 4 years spent chasing the wrong credential is 4 years you don't get back. 4 years of delayed income. 4 years of compounding lost. That's why the phrase, any degree is better than no degree, is outdated and dangerous. Some degrees are worse than no degree because they trap you in debt while offering no leverage. On the other hand, the right degree still acts like a force multiplier. It opens doors, accelerates income, and creates optionality. But it has to be aligned with reality, not nostalgia. College isn't about self-discovery anymore. It's about positioning. That sounds cold, but the economy is colder. The smartest students today don't ask, what do I want to study? They ask, what does the world still need, and how do I become hard to ignore? They treat college like a tool, not a dream. And if you're already in college or thinking about it, this isn't about panic, it's about correction. Switching paths early beats graduating proud and unemployed. The worst mistake isn't changing your mind. It's sticking with a bad decision out of pride. College can still be worth it, but only if you stop pretending it's the same game your parents played. The rules changed. The prices changed. The risks changed. Blindly following the old advice is no longer safe. It's reckless. Pick degrees tied to real systems. Pair education with practical skills. Think in terms of replacement risk, not prestige, and always ask who pays for this knowledge once you graduate. College isn't dead, but the illusion around it is. And the students who figure that out early will quietly win while everyone else argues online about whether college is a scam. It's not a scam, it's just unforgiving now.